To Kill a Mockingbird is about growing up. The main character is a girl named Scout Finch, who is about to turn 6 when the book begins and 8 when it ends. And the book is about what she learns about people and about life over the course of those 2 years. The book takes place between 1933 and 1935 in Maycomb, Alabama. It's a small, sleepy town in the Deep South. Scout's father, Atticus, is a lawyer, but they don't have much money because his clients are poor. Scout lives with her father, her brother Jem, and their cook, Calpurnia. Her mother's dead. During the summers, a friend named Dill comes to stay next door, and he spends the summer playing with Scout and Jem. Scout basically learns 4 major lessons over the course of the book. She learns them partly from Atticus, and partly from her own experience.
One day in 1965, while driving to Acapulco for a vacation with his family, Colombian journalist Gabriel Garcia Marquez abruptly turned his car around, asked his wife to take care of the family's finances for the coming months, and returned home. The beginning of a new book had suddenly come to him. Many years later, as he faced the firing squad, Colonel Aureliano Buendia was to remember that distant afternoon when his father took him to discover ice. Over the next 18 months, those words would blossom into 100 Years of Solitude, a novel that would go on to bring Latin American literature to the forefront of the global imagination, earning Garcia Marquez the 1982 Nobel Prize for Literature. What makes 100 Years of Solitude so remarkable? The novel chronicles the fortunes and misfortunes of the Buendia family over 7 generations. With its lush, detailed sentences, large cast of characters, and tangled narrative, 100 Years of Solitude is not an easy book to read, but it's a deeply rewarding one, with an epic assortment of intense romances, civil war, political intrigue, globe-trotting adventurers, and more characters named Aureliano than you'd think possible. Yet this is no mere historical drama. 100 Years of Solitude is one of the most famous.
The morning was bright and the sun was high in the sky. Jonathan Livingston Seagull was not with his flock looking for breakfast. He was far away from any boat or land learning how to fly, for he loved to fly. Jonathan practiced over and over his dives, flying higher and higher each time. He flew so high that all of the other seagulls and the boats below looked like specks on the water's surface. With each dive, Jonathan would travel faster and faster, but he could not maintain control at these speeds. And he would crash into the water each time, but he was determined that he could do it, that he could fly faster than any seagull ever has and stay in control. Finally, Jonathan Livingston Seagull got the idea of how to use his wings like that of a falcon. And one bright morning, he broke the speed record for how fast a seagull could fly. He rocketed through the morning flock searching for breakfast. Later that evening, he flew to shore. Jonathan saw all of the flock on the beach's shore. He was so excited and could not wait to tell the others what he had accomplished.
We are in the middle of a war to protect a secret so powerful that if revealed, it would devastate the very foundations of mankind.
Professor Langdon, the chief of police would like your assistance.
I'm not sure how much help I'm going to be here. dear God. He did this himself in his own blood?
Is it possible?
This is a message your grandfather left you.
He left us.
Might be some kind of anagram.
Can you break it?
Demons, omens, codes, monks. Da Vinci.
Professor Langdon, you're in grave danger.
From director Ron Howard.
Solitude.
Robert, what can an old cripple do for you?
I'm into something here that I cannot understand.
You asked what would be worth killing for. Open your eyes. Witness the greatest cover-up in human history.
You're saying all this is real?
Real enough to kill for.
You're not gonna make it!
Tom Hanks, Audrey Tautou, Ian McKellen, with Paul Bettany and Jean Reno.
You must explode the truth onto the world. Mankind can finally be set free.
The Da Vinci Code.